no idea. Okay, so I am hoping I'm live now on an Insta360 camera, and I'm not sure if the camera is working or not working and when it started to record me live. So I don't know if this actually, I know it started at this point. I just don't know when it started. So I'm going to check the audio here because I can see me on the camera. And by the way, this is 360 degrees, so you can look around the Motorcoach. As messy as it is, Brenda's going to get mad. It started to record me live. And the audio is working. So this is a brand new camera. Hello, Mike. This is a 360 degree camera. You can look around our coach, left, right, up, and down by swiping on your phone or moving it on your computer or whatever. So it's brand new, and no idea how long it will last battery-wise or anything like that. So this is just spur of the moment going live from our Motorcoach. So I see some people joining us, and Edward says that we're on, and John says working, and Mike says audio is great. Well, the good news and bad news about the audio. The good news is working, obviously. The bad news is I can't hook up external microphones to it, which means that if we're doing live drives, I can't hook up our lapel mics to the camera, because the only way I can broadcast is hook the camera up to my cell phone via a cable, see? And that's the only way it will work, because it's actually using my cell phone to do the transmission, which means I have no way of connecting a USB microphone. So audio quality, if I was to try to use this for a live drive, probably would, well, suck. This camera is an Insta 360 One X. Insta360 One X. And it's a good camera for what it can do in regards to recording your travels and things like that. If you're going somewhere and you want to capture some 360 moments in photos or videos, it's really quick and easy for that. It's phenomenal. However, it has some shortcomings, like I just mentioned. I have to use a cable to transmit live video, and because of that, I can't power the camera externally, nor can I use USB microphones, so I can only rely on what that is. It has a few other flaws too, but like not being able to transmit in high def, 4K. The camera actually is a 5.7K camera. So it's a when you record something and it's auto stitching it together and everything within the camera, it'll do so at 4K, which is pretty incredible. It also will allow you to then download that file to your computer and re-render it in 5.7K, and then you can upload that to YouTube. But that takes a lot of time because there's a lot of data. Any case, but the downside is unlike I also have a Yi 360, which was the last camera I was testing. The Yi 360 is a really nice camera, and 360 camera, and this one is capable of broadcasting in 4K. Now it's kind of funny because Insta360 said it's impossible. YouTube doesn't allow for it and everything, which I called bullshit on and did a live video with the Yi 360 and sent it to them saying, now tell me I can't broadcast in 4K. So in any case, I hope the image quality looks good. It does look good on my screen. It tells me my broadcast is high def, but I don't know. It looks like 14:4. So it's not, it's not as high as it could be. It's the highest the camera is capable of doing, it seems. Really bad stitching issue there, looking over at the couch. But in any case, let's see what we got going on here. Lots of road noise, low voice. Well, it's kind of funny, Mike, you say lots of road noise. We're not driving. We're sitting here. We're just sitting here in our Motorcoach. Brenda isn't here. It's just me, so haha. But there should be no road noise. Anything you're hearing is just background noise from the coach, I guess. So let's see here. Danielle, sounds good all the way to Montreal. Hello. Jerry, you're welcome for the videos that we do. I'm kind of glad you enjoy them. And Bill, yep, sounds good. And John King says buffering now. I can assure you, John, we're not the one buffering. I got a really good connection going out. So we're not the one buffering. This would be probably your connection to however you're getting internet. Any case, so any case, anybody have any questions? Oh, people were wondering, when are we leaving? We've been here at Southwoods RV Resort since April of this year, and we've been parked ever since then, and people are asking when we're leaving. We will be leaving Southwoods, weather permitting, and everything does look good right now, this Monday. So if you like our live drive events, we will be leaving this Monday, starting the live drive at 9 a.m. as we leave Southwoods. It'll be a 6-hour travel day before we stop for the night, and our final destination will be on Tuesday when we arrive in Gallatin, Texas to visit some friends. And we'll be actually parked right there on their property. They actually have a full hookup site and everything for friends to visit, and we're going to be doing that. And we'll be there for a few days, and then we're going to head out to Burleson, Texas, which will be another 2-day drive, and we'll leave on Saturday, a week from this Saturday, to start that 6-hour day trip. So the live drives are coming back. Unfortunately, I was hoping to be able to do it with a 360-degree camera, but based on the limitations of this camera, I cannot. And that's a bummer. And I've been trying to talk to the company about it, and they just don't seem to get it. Any case, I would like it higher quality also, but again, like I said, the company said that's not possible, which again I call BS on. So let's see if we got any questions. So that's the live drive. This Monday, 9 a.m. Eastern Time, we should be going live as we pull out of Southwoods without BK and Whisper. For those of you who know us well and been following along, BK and Whisper, our last 2 furry kids, are no longer with us. They passed away within 4 weeks of each other. We believe Whisper died first, and then BK followed 4 weeks after. We believe he died basically of a broken heart, because he was perfectly healthy until that point. Whisper was 20 and a half, and BK was 18, so good long lives on both of them. But it is the first time that Brenda and I are kid-free. So we don't have any pets anymore. We don't have human children. And pulling out of here will be surreal because nobody will be with us. Any case, I don't want to get negative. So let's see what else we got here going on. I'm going to look at the notes here. You guys can see my screen if you look, you spin around there, you can see my screen, and that's what I see. And so I'm going to see what we got going on there. There's 46 people out there, 47 right now. Hello to everyone from around the world. Let's see if I can catch up. North Wales, wow. Let's see. Thank you, Augusto, in regards to our losses. I appreciate that. We've been getting a lot of condolences, and we appreciate each and every one of you guys out there for not only being subscribers, but caring about us as people. Especially this day and age. It's this world is, well, you know what this world's like. It's not the best. We make what we can of it at this point. So in any case, let's see here. Mark says he loves our live drive events. So like I said, Monday will be our next one. Tennessee, not Texas. You are so correct. Jim, yes, Gallatin, Tennessee. We'll be going to Gallatin, Tennessee, leaving Monday, arriving on Tuesday. So thank you for that correction. We will be going to Texas, however, leaving that Saturday and arriving into Burleson, Texas on Sunday. That's a week. That's 2 weeks from this weekend. That makes sense. So in any case, let's see. Finland. Let's see. We got Finland. I'm just trying to back up in the messages. There's so many messages coming in. I'm trying to look at them. And I'm also trying to watch the battery power at the same time because I don't know how long this battery will last. Northern Wales. That is Tudor from Northern Wales. That's pretty amazing to know that this day and age we can broadcast like this around the world and talk to people live as we do it. Let's see. Need to update your video on karma. Don't know what you mean by that, Ben. Sorry. Need to update your video on karma. Not sure, because karma usually, people say karma's a bitch. Like if you did something bad, it's going to come back and get you. I don't know what we've done bad lately. And karma would be really mean if it allowed for 3 deaths in 5 weeks. One of them being my father. So yeah, karma would suck at that point, but I don't know what you're referring to. Any case, Finland, hello to you. I don't know how to pronounce Nivo. I don't know how to pronounce your name, I apologize, but know that I'm talking to you, Finland. What camera are we using? Mike, this camera is it's a brand new camera just on the market. Insta360, all one word, INSTA 360 One X. Insta360 One X. And it's a good camera to a certain point. It's got some flaws like every other 360 camera does. I'm hoping some of those flaws will be corrected, like the need right now. I can't power this camera and broadcast at the same time, so I can only rely on the battery power of the camera, which they say is like 70 minutes, but I highly doubt that. Let's see what else we got going on here. I'm trying to work with the company to get some of the things fixed, like being able to stream in 4K. I should be able to do that. YouTube allows for it. And so the Y360, YI360 does stream in 4K. And so Insta360, confusing, can't tell me it's not possible. Any case, let's see what else we got going on here. Corey, thank you for missing us. Yeah, we haven't been around a lot because of family issues this entire summer. Mark, we should have a good link right now because I'm broadcasting from the park Wi-Fi system, which I put in, and there's nobody in the park. The park actually is closed. It's closed. I'm only here, Brenda and I are only here with the owners of the park, and we'll be heading out of here on Monday if everything goes as planned. Yeah, Mike, saddened by our losses. Jerry, same thing. Thank you kindly. Let's see. Yeah, Mike, yes, Uberfest. That's another thing. Mike mentioned Uberfest. And Uberfest is a gathering of people who follow us, our subscribers, and it happens each year in Quartzsite, Arizona in January when the big tent event, RV tent event show happens. And you're parked out in the desert in the middle of nowhere, and you run off your generators and your water, and we just basically have a gathering and meet people and do a few seminars and have some fun out in the desert. It's a way to meet some of you guys in person. So we already have, last time I looked, it was 98 signed up, 98 couples signed up to attend, so that's kind of cool. And for more information on that, go to outsidourbubble.com, outsidourbubble.com, and up at the top right-hand corner is Uberfest. Click on that, and it's in January and in Quartzsite, Arizona. Thank you for bringing that up, Ken Curtis. Ken Curtis is our hot air balloon operator. He actually brought his balloon out one year, and we flew the hot air balloon. Our guests and everything was kind of cool to see. So hello, Ken. Good to see you online. How long will we be in Texas? Connie is asking. Connie, we'll be in Burleson, Texas for about 2 weeks. Then we're going to head out of Burleson, Texas, and 2-day drive to Rodeo, New Mexico, which is out in the middle of nowhere. And we'll be out there for a week. And then we will be arriving in Fort McDowell, Arizona on December 1st. We will arrive in Fort McDowell, Arizona, which will be until Uberfest, and then we'll be going back there again probably until, well, right now we're guessing the end of February. Thank you, Sid. All the way from Florida. Hello, Les Miller. Hey, Michael, hey. Did Insta360 fix the YouTube streaming? Yes. In fact, I just got the app today from them, and Michael is a friend of mine who is currently in Rodeo, New Mexico, and he has the same camera, and I discovered that they had a bug in the app where it would not allow you to stream to YouTube. It crashed out, and I contacted the company. They didn't quite understand it. It took them a little while, but they got a new app now, Michael, and you can see I'm streaming, but unfortunately, it will not stream in high definition. Well, it streams in 1440, which is good if it's a single lens camera, but it's bad if it's a dual lens camera because it has to share all the pixels for that bandwidth. Now, it is, the Y360 can stream in 4K, as I mentioned earlier, and Insta360 says that's impossible. It's a limitation of YouTube, and of course I called bullshit. And I actually sent them a screenshot of the app showing the 4K settings and the Ultra HD settings that I can stream in using the Y app. And so I can't wait to see what they have to say about that. But right now the stream looks okay. I just would have liked it much sharper, obviously. So yes, Michael, you can try that now. Sorry about your... Thank you, Daniel. Oh, 3 German Shepherds. Oh, we lost our girl, our German Shepherd Tasha, a number of years back after she was 14 and a half. I can't imagine putting 3 down. Oh my gosh. Oh, I feel bad. Thank you, Mark. Let's see, Connie, they're in Carlsbad. That's interesting. Hello, Norway. Nina. Hi, Nina. I think you've chatted with us before. Tudor, you say you love the videos with the drones, and I wish I can do more of that. I don't, however, because nowadays drones have taken on a negative feeling. People look down on them when you're flying them, and so I used to, for those of you not knowing, if you look back in the history of our videos, I really started our channel basically doing wonderful video shots. Before anybody knew what a drone was, I was flying them. When you actually physically had to build them yourself and couldn't just go to a store and buy one. You actually had to physically build it and program it to fly and everything. And so I've been doing drone videos for a very, very long time, but I haven't recently or anything like that because people just frown upon them, and it's kind of a bummer, actually. It kind of, I hate getting people, hey, shoot that thing out of the sky. It's just, come on, people, are you kidding me? So in any case, I wish I can do more of those, Tudor. Robert, Brenda's not here currently. She's out shopping and getting stuff that we're going to need so we can depart on Monday. So I'm here testing this camera on my own. Like I said in the description, this is a test. But I appreciate you people that are out there, 56 of you right now. Let's see, I'm just saying hello to people. T. Evans in Orlando. Yeah, Mark, bullshit too. Yeah, you're correct. I think more people who maybe own this or go to Facebook and go to Insta360, the community for Insta360, and complain, hey, why can't we stream in 4K? The more people to complain, maybe they'll make it like it should be, because I know it's capable of doing so. Well, I know it's possible to do it. They just don't have it. Have to look at the new, Augusto says, I have not seen any new Tiffins lately. The floor plans that Tiffin currently has out there, they are not to our liking, that fit our needs. And until Tiffin or someone else has a floor plan that we like better, or close to the 45 LP floor plan that we have, we will stick with this Motorcoach. There's nothing wrong with this Motorcoach. It's in great shape. You would think it was brand new if you saw it, and I've actually put photographs, 360-degree photographs, on the Tiffin community, the Facebook Tiffin community, and people were asking if that was a new coach. They were asking, what floor plan is that? I don't see that listed. I love that floor plan. And they stopped making the floor plan in 2015, but people thought this was a brand new floor plan. And that should really give Tiffin a wake-up call that not everybody wants, a full slide type look to their motorhomes. We like it being compartmental, if you will. Hey, since this is in 360, I can walk around. So see if you can follow me. So over here, we like it because this right here is considered our living room, if you will. Okay? And then over here, this would, of course, be considered our kitchen. And, no, there's no wall there. It's not being separated, but it just, in our mind, it's like an apartment. So now we got our kitchen table, our refrigerator, and then we walk back here, and now this is our bedroom, and then back there is our bath. So it is compartmentalized, if you will. And we kind of like that. And the other thing is, we like the fact that this floor plan has the headboard on the passenger side of the coach and the dining table on the passenger side of the coach. And the reason we like that is because when I look out here, I'm looking at the yard that I'm currently renting or whatever, with the campground. I'm looking at my stuff or whatever. I'm not looking at somebody else's stuff that they might have laying around. Same thing goes for the headboard. If the headboard is on the driver's side, where you pull into a campsite or whatever, there might be a fire pit right there next to your bedroom slide. And guess what? These walls are not very thick. You'll hear everything that's going on out there. And so even though, it's not too much further to go to this side of the Motorcoach, I would rather have the headboard over there for that reason. And so that's, a couple things why we like this floor plan. So it gives you an idea of things to think about if you don't own one, some of the thought that goes into when you're looking at floor plans of what your needs are and your likes and what have you. And I mean, we think about this kind of stuff. Let's see what else we got going on here really quick. Trying to catch up a little bit. No, we do not own a site in Arizona, T. Evans. We do not. Sorry, David. Camera eye inlay. Autocorrect. Did you ask about the camera line? The camera? I have a. What he's referring to is in this eye, I actually have an implant. It's a small disc called a camera, spelled with a K, K-A-M-R-A, and it basically is a disc that goes right over the top of my pupil and changes the focal length by allowing less light into my eye. And in doing so, it allows me to read things close up. Before, I would have to go like this or use readers to read something close up. But now with this implant in there, it changes the focal length just like a camera would, thus the name. And because of that, my eyes and my brain have now adjusted to that, and I no longer have to use reading glasses. So the implant for me has worked out very, very well. Thank you for asking. Maintenance of the motor home. What are your favorite and least favorite duties to do? I don't know. It's a good question. I've never thought about it. Everything's fairly easy to do in regards to maintenance of the Motorcoach. I guess the things that take the longest is I have a water softener on board, so regenerating the water softener, but I have that down to pretty much a science at this point and how I do it, that it's really not an issue. Emptying the tanks couldn't be more spoiled than having electronic dump valves, which is kind of cool because that allows me to just push a button on the inside of the coach to open and close the gray and the black tanks. Hey, that reminds me, I should be able to walk with this. And this camera also has live stabilization, which means you shouldn't get tossed around. Everything should stay level. So let's kind of walk back here and I can show you what I mean in regards to the switches. Oh, our bed doesn't normally look like this. We're washing the duvet cover. But right up here is the gray and black tank buttons to open and close the gray and the black tanks. So it's easy as emptying the gray tank. I just hit that button and the gray tank is now opened up and is dumping the gray tank right now. And right down here, if you can see it, right down here is my meters telling me the level, the fluid levels of the tanks. And you can see the gray tank has dropped down to 12% now, and it'll continue to drop, obviously, as the tank empties. So I'm just going to go up here and I'm going to shut the gray tank again. So now it's shut. Yeah, like I said, don't mind the bedroom. Brenda's going to get mad at me because we're washing the duvet. It doesn't look nice. It's a really gloomy day out here in upstate New York, as you can see out the window here. And like I said, this camera's pretty cool because I can walk around with it and it has auto stabilization built into it, which is one of the nicer things about this camera. So technically, I should be able to go like this and put it at a 45-degree angle and it still stays horizontal, which is kind of cool. So I have the camera tilted at 45 degrees, yet the horizon is still flat. So it's really cool. So the camera does some really cool things. I just wish they can refine it a little bit more. So as you can see, it's a pretty gloomy day, but the leaves and everything out here are gorgeous. Oh, this is my Segway tire down here. I have to replace a tire on my Segway, and I just haven't finished it yet. And but for the most part, the Motorcoach is good to go for travel. So we'll be doing that on Monday, as mentioned. I'm going to put the phone stuff back down here now, and hope all that worked out. Let's see. Floor plan make a big difference? Yes, Mark. Let's see. Oh, look, when I move the camera, I'm looking at that now, and you can see the camera sucked digital-wise moving. So it really bad. That's bad. So that's the problem with streaming live. If you're sitting still like this, remember, it only has to transmit the pixels that have changed. And so most of the image is static. So you use a lot less bandwidth. But as soon as I start moving the camera, everything is changing. There's a lot more bandwidth involved. And therefore, it literally pixelizes like you just saw. So that's a very bad thing when it comes to how much bandwidth you need with a 360-degree camera. And this is probably why Insta360 doesn't want to do 4K, because it takes so much more bandwidth. Well, as I explained to them, as long as you're doing static shots like this, and there's not a lot of other motion going on, 360-degree over 4K streaming will work perfectly just fine. So in thinking about that, it probably wouldn't work very good for our live drives because everything is changing at that point. So that probably wouldn't be a good thing. So yeah, Thomas, I just read your note. It pixelated when you walked. Yeah, I saw it on my screen when I came back here. So that's what I was just referring to. Yeah, and I just explained why that is, and you know, the technology or the reasoning behind how compression works and everything these days. There's a little bit of tech behind it of why it was blocking and pixelating like that. Oh, Nina says, we're watching you on an Apple TV and we get to see the entire image when we're broadcasting. That's because the issue being is the Apple TV does not know how to handle a 360-degree image. In fact, I don't know of any TVs at this point, or even if, I don't even think Chromecast knows how to handle a 360-degree stream. So all it can do is lay down a flat image because it doesn't know what to do with it. And I would imagine someday somebody will come out with a way to do it, and then you'll use an air mouse or something to move the picture around. But that's why your Apple TV is not working like it should. And in any case, Paul, Paul says, turn the camera around. Paul, it's a 360-degree image. You can turn the camera around yourself. Just drag on the mouse on your screen there, and you can turn the image, or if you're using a phone or a tablet, you can just swipe on it. If you don't believe me, look right here. And down here you can see me on the camera, and look, I'm turning it around. I'm moving the image 360 degrees. I can look up and down, as you can see. So it's not me. It's you're not using the technology correctly, or the device you're watching me on is not 360 capable. And let's see. Oh, Michael just said that in a text, if I would have read that. Yeah, the quality really went to hell. You're correct. And I don't have that issue. I haven't seen it as bad on other devices as this is the first time I really experienced it on this. But once again, as long as I'm a still image and I'm the only one moving, it won't pixelize as bad because it only has to concentrate on X number of pixels moving. Any case, Red Bay, Alabama. Hello, yeah, know Red Bay very well. Hello from Germany. Hello, Troy. Nice to meet you in Germany. And I do not have, Paul, I don't have a 360 camera for the outside of the coach. I do not. Those are direct view cameras. So those are not 360 cameras. No, Ryan, this coach does not have a pantry at all. It does have what, underneath the sink, it does have this very large pull-out drawer, however, that we use as our pantry. So basically we open up the doors, slide it out, and all of our canned goods and everything are right there. And our trash pail is actually right there too. Let me show you that if I can. Now, again, when I move the camera right now, it's going to pixelate. So just wait, it'll come back, don't worry. So here we are now back at, I'm going to just turn this here, and I'm going to open up the doors. You have to look down, again, 360 degrees. And look at our trash, isn't that exciting? But if I was to pull this all the way out, and then push this back, I'm stuck. You know, trying to hold this because this stupid cable I have to keep attached. I'm afraid I'm going to drop the phone. But anyways, this slides back, and underneath here are all our canned goods. That didn't work as well as I expected. I apologize. Okay, so let's go back this way. Again, pixelization as I move because there's a lot more data it's trying to deal with. But hopefully that'll come back and it'll be just fine. Yeah. Sorry I couldn't do that. Hey, it was worth a shot, right? Let's see what else we got. How does the computer... Oh, my computer right here, down here, if you look, there's a dent. When my drill hit it, there's a dent right here. It did not hurt the operation of the computer, the MacBook Pro, which is good, but I do have a nice dent in it, so that kind of sucks. You don't want to damage a $3,000 notebook computer. That just kind of kills the whole thing, you know. Any case, let's see what else we got. That. Yeah, I wouldn't, Michael. I'm not surprised it doesn't support 360. It wouldn't know how to. Oh, the new Google Hub, the one with the image. I'm surprised they didn't do a camera on that thing to keep up with the rest of the people making these things. That they didn't. The Google Hub didn't have a camera for video conferencing or video calls. Hello, Out of Office Adventures. Branson, Ryan's mom. Not sure what that means, but okay. Montreal, Canada. Hello, Richard. Hello from David from Arizona. We'll be out there December 1st out in the Fort McDowell, Arizona area. Anyways, so how's the screen? Yeah, that's another thing I did. I closed and I had a network adapter laying in my screen, and I shut it one time, and I got two little nicks in there, Michael, and they're not going to come out. They're not going to come out. The nicks are in the protective plastic cover. Didn't hurt the screen at all, just the plastic coating on it. And I've been looking around the internet, and I can't seem to find that you can actually replace that plastic coating over the screen, which would be nice if you could. I mean, thank you, Troy. Appreciate that. Very nice. Ethan, the camera is an Insta360 One X. Insta, I-N-S-T-A 360 One, O-N-E-X. That's what, it's brand new to the market. Even on Amazon, they're back ordered because the production run they made, I guess they didn't make a huge production run of them. So if you didn't get in line, like Michael Kidd knew that they were coming out, and so him and I both, he got his before I did, but we're both messing around with them right now. Any case, oh, I see, Michael, you said they were worried about privacy. Yeah, there is a pro and con to doing that, obviously. Amazon didn't seem to care, and either did, who else just came out with one? Another company just came out with one too, another large company. But in any case, so yeah, this was just a test to see what this 360-degree camera would do. I have to say I don't like the stitching. Michael, you see the stitching errors in this thing? My couch actually looks like it's coming out at us. It's really bad. I didn't expect that to happen at all. So I don't know why. I mean, that's pretty bad. I did not expect to see aberrations like that. And I don't think I can fix those on the fly. Let's see. Nope, I can't do anything on the camera to fix those on the fly. So yeah, the aberrations are pretty bad in regards to the stitching. We're talking about there's two lenses on the camera. A front lens and a back lens. This is another 360 camera. And what has to happen inside the camera is these two lenses and these two sensors are basically picking up two separate images, each one 180 degrees. Well, what the camera then has to do is stitch them together so it looks like one seamless image. And the Insta360 does that very well. If I record something and then upload that, it does very well. But it doesn't seem to do very well live. I don't know why we would have such a bad aberration like that. I would not expect that at all. Any case, anybody have any questions I can answer before I say goodbye? So far, this is working okay, except, like I said, I don't like the stitching. I don't like the color saturation. Color saturation seems off, and I can't correct these. And I don't like that I can't stream in a higher definition. And I understand the logic of why they wouldn't want to, because it takes a lot more bandwidth, and unless you have the bandwidth, it'll be a terrible image. But if you understand the limitations and what you're working with, then you understand it. And you should at least give the customer to consumer, aka me, hi, the option to do that. And as long as I understand the impact of using it, then that's fine. I can always step down and use this or a lower setting if I need to. But I understand that I'm doing this in a static setting, which means most of this image doesn't even change. So the pixels aren't changing at all. So the bandwidth requirements are very little. In fact, let me see what I'm putting through right now. Let me see if I can look that up real quick on my network here. So if you can see the computer, you'll see it over here. So let me see if I can see what the throughput is. I got a new interface here, figures, right? Go figure. Devices and clients. So here's the client. I'm looking for my phone because that's the one that's actually doing the work. And I am actually broadcasting. It's only using 2.21 megabits a second. That's all it's using right now. It's not using a lot to send this image. So you can see there is a lot more bandwidth available to do this, which, again, you know, if they could. So in any case, I'm not here to complain about that. I was here to test this, and I've done that to this point. Found some flaws, but the app is working for what it's supposed to do for the most part. And that's that. Let's see. Anybody else got anything going on here? Yeah, you can zoom in on the video too, which will just make it look worse. Yeah, T. Evans, we won't be driving until Monday, so yeah. So in any case, I don't really have... Richard, will you be live next Monday for the start? Yes, I mentioned that earlier in the show. Obviously, you might not have been here, but we are planning on leaving Southwoods RV Resort at 9 a.m. Eastern Time and starting our live drive. It will not be in 360 for reasons I just discussed. It will be with our Mevo Plus camera, which is a fantastic streaming camera. And that's what we'll be using, just like we have used it in the past. And we'll have our lapel mics on for audio and what have you. So that's what's going on. Ubi Newbie. Thank you for all we do. Jeff has been outfitting our new 2014 45 LP. So cool. You got the same coach we do, and that's great. And I'm not sure if your husband, Jeff, I don't know, somebody has been emailing me lately about just getting a 45 LP and had some questions about it. I don't know if that was them or not, but you or not. But in any case, hey guys, I've been, according to this somewhere, I've been transmitting for 38 minutes now, and that's kind of cool. And wow, it's really getting dark out. Wow, really getting. It's only 3:49, and it's really dark outside. So in any case, I'm going to let you all go and cancel and end this broadcast, and because I don't have anything else to say, and this was really a test. And all I can say is stay tuned for our live drive event coming up on Monday, starting at 9 a.m. Eastern Time as we leave Southwoods RV Resort, heading over 2 days to Gallatin, Tennessee. And it'll be 2 6-hour travel days. And you can travel right along with us, and people seem to like to do that for some reason. So we do it. And so we'll be doing that Monday, and we'll be doing that Tuesday of next week, as long as everything still goes as planned. So other than that, I'm David Bott from OutsideOurBubble.com, and you can read more about us and everything at OutsideOurBubble.com. And if you're not a subscriber to our YouTube channel, please click subscribe, and you'll be alerted then. If you click the little bell, there's a little bell next to the subscribe down there. If you click the little bell, that will then alert you through your YouTube app or whatever, email or whatever your settings are at. However you have your settings, if you click the little bell, you'll be alerted whenever we upload a new video or when we go live. So that's a good way of knowing. You can get alerted that, hey, we're live, and you can tune in. So that's something for you. So please subscribe if you're not subscribed. We appreciate each and every one of you. And click the little bell to be notified when we do something new, like go live. Other than that, take care, keep safe. I'll say hi to Brenda for all of you, and we'll see you on Monday. Bye! Okay, now I got to figure out how to end this thing. We'll see if this works. Take care, keep safe. Bye. Stop live streaming. Confirm.